False eyelashes. They need to be big enough to where you look like you could fly away. That's the trick. The name is Tiffany Tonic. That's the one right now.
Oh, yeah?
But we'll see, you know. I'm still figuring stuff out. But Tiffany Tonic is my current drag name. I think that I like to kind of mock like how like vain the world is with it, you know? I like to really be super artificial. Like her character is extremely like vain and, you know, doesn't give a two shits about anybody else and just wants to look pretty. And I feel like it's because for a long time I kind of lacked that. I feel like I have two kind of inspirations per se. You know, I've always been drawn to like really empowered women, and so just as, you know, really big name celebrities and people like, you know, of course like Cher and Diana Ross, like people who were kind of the epitome of glamour. It's just people who were really creative in a more artistic way rather than just being glamorous. But I try to challenge myself and draw inspiration from everything in a way. I'll try to discover new things and take from it. I like people to challenge things. I like people to, you know, challenge social ideas and, you know, ideological kind of things, but also challenge things in their own life. Right now, I'm working on a war piece, and it's very kind of challenging the social construct of war. I try to take images and then kind of mutilate them in some sense. You know, like take maybe even happy images, but then use them to make a statement about war. As somebody who thinks, you know, quite a bit differently, and like as somebody who doesn't, you know, who's LGBT, you experience a lot of adversity just kind of off the get-go. Mm-hmm. But I've been pretty good about dealing with it. I feel like if you convey yourself in a way where you don't really care what other people think of you and you're confident in yourself, then people read into that and they know that, you know, nothing they say or do is going to really affect you. You know, people often, if they don't understand something, they kind of have a fear for it. If they can't figure it out with their previous experiences and knowledge, or they haven't seen something like it before, then they're usually very leery of it. And I feel like, you know, especially living in Orange County, which is an extremely kind of conservative and not realistic in a worldly sense place, I get that a lot more than anything else. There's a comical aspect to it, but then there's also another aspect to it, specifically the Stepford wife thing. That was kind of like a play off like the 1950s, 1960s, like kind of oppressed female, but then taking it and making it somewhat comical and then adding an element of glamour to it. And so that was kind of my thought process behind that. Well, you know that I like fur. That's the given. So I got like tons and tons of fur, like in all colors, and love fur. And then I also love like sequins. And so I have like a lot of sequin, you know, stuff. And then I like just like kind of retro-y looking things that don't look like they should be from this time period. I don't know. I love platform shoes because if I'm not at least 7 feet tall, it's a no-go.
Take a picture. I don't have a camera. Yeah, I don't. Wait, this is my good side.
She's just like getting there. It's okay. She had nothing to drink. She's sober, I promise.
Are you sure?
I'm just kidding. Right? She's so blunt. It's okay.
Thank you. I love how you look. It's just a compliment.
Thank you.
They're great.
Margarita Mom just attacked me. I feel like if you're not offending somebody with it, then you're kind of not doing your job as an artist. I know that it'd be nice to just paint like pretty portraits and pictures all the time that, you know, everybody could appreciate, but it's like, I feel like true art is stuff that, you know, goes back to challenging people. Somebody's going to be offended if you truly challenge ideas.